What's up everybody, and welcome to another episode of Drawing with Matt. So my partner Daryl had this jean jacket and he bleached it and distressed it, and now he wants a design on it. He wanted a tiger and an octopus battling each other. Like the octopus is like wrapping around the tiger and maybe, you know, the tiger's biting him or something. And so that's what we're gonna do, is paint that picture on the jacket, on the back part of the jacket. We're gonna do that with acrylic paint. Before we get started painting on the jacket, first I'm gonna get the placement of how the octopus is gonna be, how the tiger is gonna be. Then I'm gonna test it out on acrylic paper. Since I'm using acrylic paint for the jacket, I'm gonna paint it on an acrylic canvas to get a real feel for the colors and the line work and everything, and just make sure I got it all down pat before we make the final piece on the jacket. I did do some thumbnail sketches here. This again was for placement and trying to understand where and how it's gonna look. So this was the first one, this was the second one. I just made a couple quick thumbnails before I did like a sketch to see how it feels. We're liking this one, but I took elements from both of them and kind of just put them together and came up with this, which is a pre-sketch. In this one I made him standing on top of the octopus. He's kind of like crushing the octopus, and you know, he's still wrapping around him, and he caught one of his tentacles in his mouth or something, and they're just all tangled up together. Something really cool. Was trying to go for a Ed Hardy feel or something like that, kind of like an Ed Hardy feel, or with heavy lines and some nice blending of the colors, and just something a little retro kind of style, but still try to keep a lot of detail in there. So that's the plan, and let's get started.
Everything I do now, just tell me if you're out tonight. Oh, I've been dancing on. As long as you're looking, I don't feel alone. This music just been going on, but as long as you're looking.
So I drew two circles, one for the tiger's head and one for the octopus head, and it's just again with the placement, composition, where they're going to be at, and it just gives you a general base of where to get started. It helps for me. Circles are always really good to start with. Sketch is finished and I got everything where I need it to be. Again, it's all for placement and understanding where I'm going to put the next colors, and just keep everything in an organized way. That's what the sketch is all about.
So late out, deep down in the night, even when the lights down. Tell me if you're looking out. I go all days the lights, if you come around. Everything I do now, just tell me if you're out tonight. You know I'm up in the air, lonely firefly.
I'm really liking the way it's coming out. It's pretty cool. Kind of was winging it on a couple things, but I was staying to my reference. I was staying a lot to try to keep the coloration proper. So I'm constantly looking at my reference and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm doing, and what you seen me do earlier with the tiger, was just like I'm doing with the octopus, which is putting a base color, which is like a base coat kind of thing. Just like a basic color, basic lighting. You can see a couple of light right here shining in, and there's dark over here. You know, there's a little bit of shadowing going on. Here's an eye. There's a shine up here from light. Just showing little gradients and blending of light sources before I go in and detail and add lines and things like that. So yeah, I started with the darkest color, because I always find that's easier for me to do, to start with the darkest color. Honestly, I should have painted the whole thing black, and then started from there. But I didn't end up doing that, so I just went with what I was doing, which was starting from just the white canvas.
Cause you don't care what you did. Let me move on. There's no reason to hold on to something that ain't gone. Now you realize how good I was for you when I had been a fool. Like a bullet in the air, you lost me, you lost me. There is nothing left to say. You lost me, you lost me. Like a bullet in the air, you lost me, you lost me. There is nothing left to say. You lost me, you lost me. Nothing left to say. You lost me, you lost me. Like a bullet in the air. You lost me, you lost me, you lost me. There is nothing left to say. You lost me, you lost me. Like a bullet in the air. You lost me, you lost me, you lost me. There is nothing left to say. You lost me, you lost me. Like a bullet in the air. You lost me, you lost me. There is nothing left to say.